Before we end, I'll show you how I'm doing the tracks. And if you got any free time where you want to work on the tracks, you can work on all the straights. I'm not doing any of the curves yet. I want to get all the straights put in.
Yeah.
Then I'll go back and do the curves. I end up with so much shit in my inventory. I had it cleared out. Let's see. So these are all on grid. I don't want to figure out where this is going to go.
Oh, okay.
Because if we do $750 turbo fuel per minute, that's gonna be 100 generators, I think. Isn't the generator 7.5 per minute
Yeah, I think
on fuel?
yeah, I want to say it's roughly around there because I have mine overclocked. I think it's like 17 and change or something like that. So you're on the right track with those things. It's not they don't need a whole lot to actually function.
Turbo fuel 7.5 per minute on a fuel gen. So that'll be 100 generators at 750 turbo fuel. That's a lot of generators.
That's a whole lot. As far as the eye can see. And getting the pipe network to actually it's not the pipes actually are too bad because it takes such a little amount, so slicing it,
pipes will be fine. I'm not worried about that, but it's gonna have to be in sections though because it's 900 fuel and 750 turbo fuel. So the pipes on that are gonna have to be, I'm gonna have to do it in sections anyway. Probably be best if I do fuel, I'll do it in 3 sections and I'll just use 300 pipes rather than trying to cram it all into 600s.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just use all the 300 pipe. So I'll do 3 sections of fuel and 3 sections of turbo fuel each. So the diluted fuel also takes 900 water. How big's the blender? Because we need 9 blenders. 22.5 refineries, 9 blenders, 40 refineries, and then 100 generators. Oh, whoops. I think we're just gonna go right here. it not?
There we go. Got the pipes
Plates?
all set up here. I'm not gonna spend the time running all the pipes to match up where the end of the conveyors are just right now, just
Oh,
because
that's
it's getting
fine.
a bit late. I got a meeting bright and early tomorrow, so I can't stay on that much later. But
Yeah, I found out tonight that my boss wants to have a meeting at 8 in the morning, and I'm like,
really,
okay. Great.
dandy.
Mm-hmm. Let's do.
Yeah, I'll have to fix up the flow. Probably put a couple pumps in this thing to get stuff moving because it's not at the end here, but that's a problem for future me. The tower of conveyors and all that stuff actually looks half decent. With the pipes on the outside, I think it looks nice.
Yeah, you did a good job, Trevor.
There we go, not too bad.
It's about
We
time.
should add to. I know it took what 80 hours or whatever it is, 140 hours to to get something that looks okay. We'll have to eventually. I'll put like I don't know pillars on the corners, so it's like it looks like it's standing on something. But this is fine for now. Did you say you're going to show me how to do some train stuff quickly?
Yeah. Yeah, give me just a second here. I'm doing a blueprint for pillars.
Okay, I will hover over to you.
Thought they fixed that where the escape button would work.
Is it not working?
Not right now, but it's fine.
Okay.
Okay, let's go up here. What's mad at me? I was
Oh, there.
way up in the air.
Something had a whole lot of anger.
Yes. Okay, I'll just start right here.
Oh, there you are.
So your best thing to do, especially with the way the glitching happens and everything, just start at a seam so you know.
Yep.
Go as far out as it'll let you. And then place one rail.
Yep.
And then all you gotta do, if you stand up here on the rail,
Yep. You do the second one.
well, but if you look up in the air, you get no glitching.
Oh, okay.
And then when you get to the end, you just come and then walk straight across and do the opposite side. You can do the You can do 4 rails in just a matter of minutes.
Okay. Not bad, not bad.
And then you get back to where it runs out of space. Lock it down on the seam just before it. And once you do the 4, then the next part gets real easy.
Yeah, you're just extending it, going as far as it can, and then
Yep. So now,
let's repeat.
now you just extend, and you can do it all from this bridge. Ugh. Vomit comment. So yeah. So now that I'm here, I'll Trevor watch. From here I can lock onto that.
Yeah, so you don't have to run back.
Not locking on for some reason. I think it's because of, apparently I picked a bad spot to show this. I can hear it make the noise periodically.
Yeah, it locks and then
goes.
unlocks.
Nope, that didn't lock. Well, what I can also do is I can start here and just do that. And then do the same thing on the other side. But when you're doing, when I was doing this the other night, I got it a long distance doing this without having too much trouble with it.
Not too much glitching.
But I
and
mean,
such.
that's 4 rails for a really long distance already.
Yep.
Really quickly. So
Fantastic.
but that's it. And then just on the curves, just stop. Which one's closer? That curve? I guess that curve down there.
Yeah, I think you always just stay a bit away from it.
Yeah, well, you don't want to stop too close or too far away,
Okay.
because then it'll be hard to put in a small piece. So if you stop at the seam just prior to the start of the curve,
Okay.
which I think I placed in the curve over here. I'm not sure. When I was doing that, when I did this one. Gosh, this is a long way away. Oh no, I didn't. I stopped placing the rail. So this one right here, this is where the curve is starts. You can see the overlapping.
Yep.
Stop at this seam right here, and then pick up at the same, at the seam off of the first overlap one. So this one right here is an overlap.
Yep.
So start at this seam right here and just continue.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, and the
So-
railing, I can see how it gets a little glitchy over there too. So it's
Yeah.
it makes it easier to figure out where the seam is. So all right, easy peasy.
And then, like I said, if you got free time on it, if you want to keep working on getting pipes and everything else, that's fine too. Just this is gonna take a while to get in.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
So,
it's well for pipe wise, like I don't. Well, I think the next time I'll play is on Thursday probably, but finishing the pipes won't take that long. Getting some pumps on there, that's not that difficult. So
yeah.
then I'll have some free time. So it's
I'll try to
yeah.
figure out what kind of a layout I'm gonna have on the factories.
Okay. And I
Or
can
on
also
the
keep working on
fuel.
the cooling system things.
Oh yeah.
For automation too, because we do need that. So well,
Mhm.
we got a few things on the go here. So if I don't feel like actually figuring out stuff, then I can just do train tracks.
So when we get that Mark III miner,
Yep.
what is it gonna do for pure nodes?
For pure, it with overclock, I think it's like 1200 or so.
Yeah, but what does it do just without overclocking? It's another 50%. So it'll do
like
9 or
I think. Ooh, I can't remember exactly. Slice would know off the top of his head if Slice was still here and alive.
did Trevor or Slice took off?
I haven't seen a message in a little bit.
Okay. Well, we haven't been doing anything wrong for a little bit, so
Yeah. He got bored. He's like, damn. Nothing to correct him on. I'm just cleaning up Ozone's former
oh, the copper. Yeah.
Conveyors because they hurt my eyes. There we go. They're quicker, that's for sure, but we need pretty.
Mm.
Slightly pretty. Like
We got to do something to support that. Also, that conveyor and pipe setup.
support it for like the
In the middle.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Where it would definitely be sagging under the tons and tons and tons of concrete that's it's built out of.
Yeah, a couple cement beams underneath.
But well, we got some stuff figured out.
Yeah, slowly but surely. It's the planning phase is always just the slow and tedious.
Well, and we could have this decision wasn't made until today, so I mean we could have done a little better on that decision making process, you know, and time wise.
Yep. Yeah, we got it going in the right direction now. So we got the power plant that will be built and will massively help.
Oh yeah. And this.
Then,
so
sorry?
seven. Oh, I didn't even look at that. 750 is gonna do what? Fuel. 750 fuel is gonna do. What is it? What's the standard output?
Not sure.
250. So it's 250 times. But I don't think that's right either. 250 times 100.
250 times 100?
Yeah.
25,000?
That's what our power will be.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think that's right because I think turbo fuel actually does more.
Yeah, I think it does. And once we get to nuclear, that's when we can really go absolutely nuts, but we got a little ways to go. I know Ozone was saying or phase 5 is wasteless nuclear stuff.
Yeah.
So, because I originally thought we just had to get through this last milestone, because that allows us to fully recycle it.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's how you get a lot of tickets. So or coupons. So that's not a terrible thing for getting trophies and whatever if we really care about that. But yeah. Anyway, it might not be. What I'm getting at is it might not be bad to have a little bit of a setup where there is some waste, just to have it go into a sink to get tickets, because I don't know, it'd be cool to buy everything.
Well, I mean, we've got 100 tickets. Well, now we've got 60 tickets. How many more do we need?
I think there's one for 1,000.
Oh, there is.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's something. It's the trophies. Like, you don't
Yeah.
need them, but
Yeah.
yeah, there's a trophy, the Golden Nut, 1,000. Confusing Creature trophy, 200. Lizard Doggo for 100. Silver Hog, 50. Sass Factory Pioneering, 150. 50, 25, and yeah. So it'd be cool just to get all the trophies and build a little spot for that.
Yeah. Speaking of Lizard Doggo, we gotta see how Ozone's doing.
Ozone the doggo.
What did Ozone get? Ammunition. 1 clip of rifle ammo. That was the other thing I went to work on this weekend, was bringing over that smokeless powder to the armory.
Oh yeah.
And then I saw a spider and said, nope.
Just turn around. Not
Yep.
today. Sorry, guys.
Not today. Not today. Okay. I'm taking the train back to the main and calling it a night.
I'm going to also log out by the
Actually,
cooling system factory, and actually I'm going to log out by the pipes, because then I can just get right to work on those things. I log in next time.
I'm gonna go the other way. Make the full circuit.
See the I hear the train.
See ya, Trevor.
See
Oh,
ya.
you got somebody following you.
Oh, probably. There's quite a few enemies on this beach. Probably wouldn't be a terrible idea as well at the northern part of the map. There's a nitrogen node that I'd set up to do a very, very crummy looking automated fuse modular frame setup. So that's the 100 that we need for the milestone. Probably not a terrible idea for me to set up something like that again, just to get some amount of those things going. Like,
Yeah.
automating those is tough, but they take a little time to make as well. You need a lot of aluminum casing, so I'd have to basically fill up my inventory here and go with that. But hey, it was something I can do next time too.
Yeah. Well, and I purposefully ran the train right next to that nitrogen node over by your supercomputer factory,
Oh yeah, yeah.
so we can get
Package that up.
trains transporting nitrogen too,
Nice.
if you package it.
Yep. Well, that's.
Well, that autosave. Hey, look, there's a coal node right on the beach. That would have been handy to have one that close.
Yeah, I'm really curious. Like, I know we can easily look up a map to see what the resources are in the area you're passing, but I'm really curious if that's I don't know where a good spot would be to set up a fused modular frame automation somewhere, because you basically need everything to automate that stuff.
So
Even
I know
like with
there's
turbo
like
motors too.
I know there's going to be more bauxite and stuff like that over here.
Okay.
And anything that you need steel on, we have alternate recipes now.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
For
Iron
steel
to,
pipes.
steel.
So yeah.
Yeah, cause I'm trying to figure out like what stuff we should automate based on natural resources, and what stuff we should eventually, like, where do we set the line for automating through our mega factory, as opposed to just, doing like the supercomputer stuff and all that.
So I think what we need to do is, for that, we need to look at the resources that are going to be required for like nuclear power, right?
Yeah.
What are the resources do those machines take?
Yeah.
Resources that those machines take, we should be automating and leaving automated. Resources that are for the phases, we can automate, but at a point there's, I don't know that we're going to need them for anything else.
Yep.
Further
I agree.
going forward,
Yeah, for that phase stuff, I always feel like those items, generally speaking, are best just sort of done by hand.
Yeah, they're
like,
just kind of specialty one-offs.
Yeah. It's like some of the earlier stuff, it was okay to automate, like spark plating, automated wiring, because I think you do need it for some of this, but
Yeah.
But yeah, it almost feels like at some point just having similar to what we've done before with the factory, where it's like you just sort of manufacture what you just dump in material and off it goes.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. I don't know if any of these need like blenders or something like that, because that add a level of complexity to that. But anyways, it's a problem
So
for
like
future us.
for the diluted fuel I'm doing, it needs a blender. It needs blenders.
Oh yeah.
And things like that. But so like those, that is one thing though. So those frames that we need 100 of,
Yep. Fused.
the fuse frames, that's what you're building a manufacturer for now, an automated. You're not building it just to get that for the thing, right? Because Mark III miners require those.
Yeah, so I was that was the one I was going to build a temporary thing at the north part of the map, just because those are heavy modular frames, aluminum casing, and nitrogen gas to make those frames. So it would be quite a setup to get that. We can definitely build it.
Well, I mean, you're building it now, right?
Yeah, we got heavy frames. We just don't have we don't have the bauxite. That's the item missing in the desert.
Well, but we already make the heavy frames, so we can just transport.
Oh yeah, yep, we definitely can.
So.
We have the train system. So it's a matter of just picking a spot and sort of just doing something like that. We can even just like transport it by vehicle if we really wanted to keep it simple. Depends how far it has to go, I guess. So I don't know if there's a bauxite sort of near the desert area, maybe in like the north part of the map. Or we can bring over the aluminum casings too. So realistically, that nitrogen node at the north part of the map, if we just get aluminum casings and the heavy frames up there, then we have a full automation of the fused frames. So maybe it's not that big of a deal if now they're thinking about it, because the aluminum frames can be trained over pretty darn easily.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of getting the rhythm of the train to go at deliver it at a frequent enough pace that it doesn't run out.
Well, that's as simple as multiple trains. As long as you've got an output big enough, So, and eventually, so like So what is your input requirement, right? You know, if we're going to do uh say 20 of those per minute, right? 20 of
Yeah.
those high level modular frames.
Yep.
If we're going to do 20 of those per minute, what's your input requirement? Because as long as we match the output requirement, the trains will catch up. It's gonna be slow off the start.
Yep.
But it will eventually catch up because there will be enough of a flow.
Yep.
But we want our production of, you know, heavy modular frames to be maybe double what is required,
Mm.
so that we know we're gonna be able to keep up, you know.
Yeah, because for just 1.5 fuse modular frames per minute, that's a standard. It's 1.5 heavy modular frames per minute, which is fine.
Oh yeah.
The aluminum casings, that's the one that sucks. It's 75 per minute.
So if we were to set that to 20 per minute, you would need how many? Well, you'd need 20 times the 75 per minute, right?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Which is a lot.
Yep, a whole ton. So,
There's got to be a better recipe for those.
yeah, there's one that's locked, but I could take a look online. I was gonna exit out anyways, but
Yeah.
let me quickly check the.
And we
the
don't have
wiki.
one yet right now, so.
No, let me see. Where did that go? Chrome. Use frames. So the alternate recipe. Let's see here. So the alternate recipe is 3 heavy modular frames per minute, which is twice as much. Use nitric acid instead of nitrogen gas. And now you include fuel at 30 per minute. But instead of the aluminum casings, which are 75 per minute, you use aluminum ingots at 150 per minute. And then you get 3 frames per minute. I don't know how.
I don't think that's worth it.
No, it's like.
I mean, we have the excess oil to make the fuel,
Yeah.
but I still feel like that's not worth it.
Yeah, the savings are like so to get the 2 aluminum casings, you
Well,
need to use 3 aluminum ingots. So
Mhm.
I think that's how they're trying to. I think that's where the quote unquote savings are for something like that. But yeah, I don't know.
So that all-clad casing's not bad though. 112 per minute.
Oh yeah, that one I think is.
That's a single production. So, but it requires 150 aluminum input.
Yeah. So yeah, a bit more.
And do we have that one available to unlock?
I'm not sure.
I'm looking right now. We have an alternate for the heavy encased frames. It outputs 2.8 per minute instead of 2.
Oh yeah.
I do not see that alternate for the aluminum casing. Oh, no, there it is. All clad casing. We do have access to it.
Okay.
On the same one, we have aluminum beams.
Fantastic. Yeah. So we got some deciding we can do on.
I mean, I don't think it would be a bad idea. Do it. Because, I mean, aluminum ingots, we can make tons and tons of them since we've got that other alternate recipe.
Yeah.
We don't have to go through the extra step.
All right, I'm gonna wrap up my stream here, and I'm gonna hit the hay, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same.
All right. Well, I'll be back on Thursday. I'm guessing you're gonna be there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, have fun with your early morning meeting, and I'll have fun with mine.
Oh yeah.
All right. All right. Well,
I got
sorry?
told about a project that I'm gonna be heading up.
Voluntold.
Yeah, deadline is December 20th for it, and the amount of work for it. We'll be lucky if we start up by June 20th. With the amount of legwork that needs to be done in advance, depending on what level of integration they decide to have it all. But nonetheless,
Fun.
Yep. All right. Well, have a good night, man. We'll
see you later.
We'll catch you
do my
Thursday.
closing spiel. Yep. See you then.
All right, everybody. Well, we didn't get anywhere near as much done as planned or had hoped. There wasn't really any plan to it. But we'll be back on Thursday night with a little bit more planned out. I'll be thinking of designs, what kind of layout for the power generation and everything. I do want to overbuild it because I do want to be able to add more power, add more capability to it in the future. You know, especially we can, you know, if we can convert it over to rocket fuel and then convert it over to even to ionic fuel going forward, that'd be a big help toward power. And yeah, we'll see where that goes. But anyway, appreciate everybody hanging out. Good to see some new chatters in. Tesla, thanks for hanging out. We'll see everybody on the next one. Take it easy.